Oh, hey! So, if you saw our last video, we built this. I know. I also mentioned at the end of the video that we're building a mega ramp. So, by the title of this video, you know what we're about to do. We're gonna build a mega ramp. Right here. Let's get started.
So we have this beautiful fish tank scenery. This is just a standard fish tank, cool looking stuff. I'm gonna take it out and we're gonna show what it looks like. Woo! I think this side is the winner.
Yes, I fully agree.
This side is definitely the winner. I don't really know how we're supposed to install this.
I think we just cut it and put it in.
So it'll be kind of like this. Kind of a quick preview of what it's gonna look like. Unfortunately, the mic died right now. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just drawing out the measurements of what the actual size and shape of the ramp is going to be. As you can see, I'm pointing out the measurements right now, and now I'm talking about where it's going to go. So I'm going to make this board 57 by 24. I know that the width is 48 because it's 4 feet wide. I just got to make the length, ow, just right there.
Good job, Will.
I got to make a line from here to here. Saw noises. Alright, so we got our board right here. A nice little bit out of it. Let me see how it fits. Now we basically just gotta draw a mega ramp onto it. Alright, so right now we basically got to draw the rest of it. We put some marks down. Alright, so right now the mic just died again. But basically I am just drawing out where the mega ramp is going to be outlined. I'm looking kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. And right now I'm just kind of pointing out where I marked the board at, because it has to be a certain height off of the actual table. So here I am pointing out another dot. Now I'm drawing a line between the dots. Right now I'm going to show you a quick little trick on getting the perfect angle when you're drawing your quarter pipes or any sort of circular shaped thing. You just want to tie a string to a marker. Once you've tied a string to your marker, you basically want to tie it down at a point with your hand and then use the tension from the string to draw the perfect curved angle. This will ensure that it is a perfect curved shape. Use the back side of the marker to get an idea of where your line is going to go. But then once you have it in a good spot, anchor it down, trace it out, and you should have a perfect circular shape. This is really important because it's really hard to eyeball exactly where you want your quarter pipe shape to be. You can try to do it with just freehand, but if you use this technique, you'll get a perfect quarter pipe or kicker ramp or roll-in every single time. So it's a really good technique to use. I know when skateboarders and scooter riders and other people build skate parks, they use this technique. I've used it before, and it is a really good little technique to use. So right now I'm just drawing it, and I get it up to a certain point. I don't know if I like it very much, so I'm going to try it a little bit different. I'm drawing a few different lines, you can see down there. The nice thing is you can just draw as many lines as you want until you have the perfect one that you are satisfied with, like I am right now. Now it is time to draw the roll-in. I'm going to be using the same technique, except this time I'm going to be drawing a big curved angle and a smaller one. I'm going to use the bigger curved angle for where it actually drops down into the kicker, like the bottom of it, and then I'm going to use the smaller curved angle to do the top of it. It's better when you do roll-ins to always have the part where you're actually rolling into the ramp be a little bit steeper than the part where you're going from vertical direction to flat, so that way you won't just, I don't know, it'll just look weird. Just trust me on this one. Here's Clayton cutting out a sheet of wood. And guess what, folks? The mic works again.
It's time to cut out ourselves a mega ramp. So So basically what we're gonna do, we have all this clamped down. We finally have clamps. If you've seen our other videos, we kind of had a lack of clamps, and it's kind of affected our, I guess, like our building stuff, but they all turned out great. But this is gonna turn out even better and amazing because, I mean, this is so nerve-wracking.
Don't mess it up.
I won't! This is tiring. Are you ready? Hope you can see this. She's hot. Can you burn your teeth? Alright, if anyone's ever burnt their teeth, please tell your story below, because I actually really want to hear it. Yes! I'm gonna cut this out, full send. I'm not gonna mark it, I'm just gonna full send it, so. So we've never really made a how to build a ramp styled ramp, I guess, before. We've done ledges, rails, but something that's very important, so hypothetically, if you guys decide to go out and build a quarter pipe or even build this, so as you can tell, it's a little bit warped because, you know, you can't really make everything perfect. So the best way to do it is after we cut the next 2 and final sheets, we're gonna go in with the sander and we're just gonna sand it all down to make it look really, really nice and crisp. And so everything's even, and, you know, we'll maybe even shave this off a little bit just to give it that final touch, and then we set it up and put it all together. Oh, and we have to cut this out too.
So here's the basic outline of what the ramp is gonna look like. It looks phenomenal. So right now, we are about to make some more lines on this to cut out. So if you look at the fish tank up there, that one board up there works really nicely for the back of the fish tank, but imagine if we put one of those exact things in front of the fish tank. You wouldn't be able to see anything. We have to basically cut a big hole out of this piece that is going to be able to allow you to view the fish tank, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to. So I'm gonna mark that out right now. I know that I have 3 inches of playroom up until here, so I'm gonna mark this at 3 inches right there, and then 16.5 tall right there. Now I'm gonna draw a line. I'm gonna draw another line, 16.5 right there. And now I'm gonna draw a line over. All right, so that is the square that we need to cut out. So a big portion has been taken out of it. Now I'm gonna brush it off. Ow. I'm bleeding. So in theory, the ramp would be like, ka-chow! Woo! Let me get you a trick. Oh! Dropping 50. Get to the, oh shoot. All right, boys and girls, so if you look right here, it's a camouflage piece of wood. Right here, we have this board on this other 2 boards because we gotta trace this out and cut it out.
So now we have every piece for the Mega. We have 7 sheets, and as you can tell, they're all just a little bit crooked, just a little bit. So what we're gonna do is go in and we're gonna sand them down, so that is no longer an issue. So basically, this is going to be a little bank, and it's going to be connecting to the left side on the where like the kicker of the Mega ramp is. Pretty basic, not doing anything crazy, but there's going to be a little roller right here. I'm kind of seeing where I want that to go as of right now. So as you can tell, now there's gonna be some little banks, a little staircase, a little handrail, and what you'll be able to do is drop in here, get a little pump action, and then, you know, boom, or you can come up and go, bah, or boom, boom. Unlimited stuff you can do, man. Welcome to the Undialed Park.
So you guys saw us build the frame yesterday, and today I'm gonna be cutting some more crap out. So let me show you. So this right here is the fish tank. If you look back here, the quarter rips go on top, and then it goes down, and phew. Right now, I gotta build something that's gonna go right back here, because it would just be kind of awkward looking if there was not a piece back there. So I'm gonna make some sort of wave looking piece that's gonna be back there. The other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the banks and the hubba going across, all the banks going up, and I'm gonna start building the landing ramp. Let's do it. All right, so this is gonna be the shape that I'm gonna cut out to put back there. It'll be right there. Also, if you're curious what this is over here, I'm making a cave, or at least I'm gonna try to. All right, let's just take a moment and appreciate how well that fits back there. It looks great, and the wave matches up with these waves. It's a whole new wave. It's pretty sick. But right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm basically going to, so if you look right here, I have created a little hubba. This little hubba is gonna go right here, and then there's gonna be this little gap down here that I'm gonna probably put a bank here, or maybe a little grass gap or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a wall ride that goes around here and comes down right here. So in order for it to be like a cool wall ride, I'll need to cut like a cavity out of the ramp right here, so that way you have something you objectively ride over. Right now I'm gonna cut out a cavity out of this first layer. So if you notice, we have 3 in a row right here. That's because I'm gonna carve the cavity out of the first one, and then carve a smaller cavity out of the second one, and then even a smaller cavity out of the third one. I'm also gonna do a design up here. I'm also gonna keep that theme with the hubba. If you notice, the hubba is 2 pieces. I'm gonna cut a hole out of this hubba, and then I'm gonna paint the inside of this one so you'll be able to see a color right here, and then there'll be a hole in it, but it'll go to the color on here. Same with this. I'm gonna cut it out, and then each layer is gonna be a different color, so that way it just adds some depths, some aesthetics, and a wall ride all in one, and it'll make the skate park look even doper than what it is right now. So I just drawn basically where I want these cutouts to be. So I'm gonna cut this out real quick and see how it lines up. So right here you can see the cutouts are here. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna cut out a smaller region that is gonna be on the layer beneath this. Same thing down here. All right, you can see I have the new circles drawn. So I'm gonna cut these out. All right, so the next step on the agenda is to make the landing ramp. So I put a few dots on this board. As you can see, I have a few dots on the board right here. Basically, that's just a brief guess of where I want the landing to be. So now I'm gonna take this board down and draw it out. That looks pretty good. Looks like Mount Fuji or something. All right, so we got the mega ramp going down. Woo! And then it goes into the landing ramp. Right now I adjusted the landing ramp a little bit. It was kind of just too steep of a point, but I think it looks really nice right now. Like, imagine if that top part is gone. All right, I have all 4 boards put together right now. I have 3 other ones I need to cut, but this is the first cut I need to do. Got rest of the frame cut out, so I have all 7 pieces right here. But you can see right here I kind of messed it up. So I gotta use the sander guy and sand it all out so it's nice and perfect. Shouldn't be too bad. So I got all 7 of them cut out right now. There's 4 of them, there's 3 of them. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do the same circle trick as I did to right there. So let's do it. All right, so here's the circles I'm gonna cut out. Ciao. All right, so So I've taken all of the frame pieces outside, and the reason that I'm doing this is these are all the frames that are going to be facing out and will be visible from the area you're standing. So I need to paint these so they look nice and pretty. So the mic isn't messed up right now. I just want to talk about what I'm doing. So basically I am just creating different colors on each of the layers, so that way when I end up putting each of the pieces of wood on top of each other, there's a little bit different of an outline between each one. If you guys watched the Galaxy scooter deck video, I'm basically painting the outside of the ramp exactly like I painted the deck. I was really stoked on that color and how it popped, so I'm doing pretty much the exact same thing. I think it looks really nice, and I'm really stoked on how it came out. I think this looks really sick. You can see basically what it's going to look like. I just got to put it together a little bit more. Alright, so right here I have like the back of the fish tank. It's literally just like a thin plastic sheet. I got it cut out a little bit and I put some Undialed stickers onto it. And now I'm going to throw it in the back corner right where that wave is. So let's do it. So I got these right here. What these are little hinges, so that way I can add this guy right here, and then when I want to get to the fish tank, I can just flip it up. Once the fish are in there, I can go and feed them. So it's like a little protector door, and just will make it look a little bit better. It's just aesthetic. I have attached all of the support beams through the mega ramp, so now it is nice and solid against the wall. I used a combination of screws and a combination of nails, so it's all coming together really nicely. As you can see right here, it's super nice. It's kind of staggered a little bit. I had to drill 2 screws through each board, and on these final boards I just stapled it so there's no apparent screw holes, which looks extra nice. Now I gotta build the landing. I got all my supports cut out right here. Got my little grass gap cut out right here, and this will just go on top, and then I'll staple it in. I just have to cut out the grass so it'll fit into those little niches. And yeah, let's do it. Let's build this. So basically, you just repeat that for all the steps. Short screw, long screw, short screw, long screw. So that way, the short screw will hold this in place while you put the long screw through this one, this, and the end board. And that way it'll all stay together really nicely. So that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of it. Alright, so I just added this thing on, and basically like when I need to get at the fish, I can just lift it up and it'll stay there, and then when I need to put it down so it's covered, it's like that. So now my fish tank is just a little bit more hidden. Looks pretty cool too. So the next step is to take this piece of masonite, cut it, and apply it to the mega ramp. This looks so good so far. I'm so hyped. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to end the video so early, but part 2 will return when we get back.